They're having. Ready to make an entry.
How did they even get down here?
Hey! Over here! Watch the left!
What am I hitting?
Let's clear the room first. This will require undivided attention. If there are any monsters left, show yourselves. Some of us have work to do. I guess that means the coast is clear. Let's have a look at the Adra pillar.
Come, hear us through the Adra. Find us.
Little power goes a long way. Just believe. We've backed the Dream Scourge into a corner. I say we pin it down here and now, before it wriggles away from us. The Godless erected many important sites around Pillars of Adra, though I can't speak to their motives. The last time we tried this, you felt something, yes? Maybe it had to do with your godlike nature. Try making contact with the Adra this time. It could only help. The effect should be stronger than before. Brace yourself.
You are here. You who bring us kind words and soothing thoughts, we welcome you. The mourners are gone now. Only the memories remain. Alone we have been, and alone you leave us still. Your cruelty wounds us. The Akita twined around us. They sang in awe of what we made. They called us the gardener, steward of life. Sabadal. Our spark found you when you dreamed in the womb. Godlike, they said. But we have felt in you the seed of connection. We have sought you, called to you. And you reach back. We have not known the joy of companionship in so long. The rod, we feel it too. Our hands are bound. Find us, free us. The rot that festers seeps into us as well. Our cage is far from here, buried in the garden, beyond the poison sea. Would that we knew. Our jailers gave us no explanation. But perhaps the ancients who were beloved to us, perhaps they can quiet the questions in your mind. Go to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. We will try to explain. Those who cherish us, the chosen of the Akida, wait there. They will show you the way to the garden, to our prison. We will cleanse this rot with you once our hands are unbound. Find us in the garden. We twine, we await. First, let us offer you a sliver of our power, a boon to help you survive and find us. Will you accept it? Take it with our blessing. Now hurry to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. Bind us. Free us.
You're awake. Finally. We really pushed the phantasmal focus to its limits.
You were out a long time. We gotta start bringing pillows.
For a second there, I thought... Actually, never mind what I thought. Something like that. While you were out, I got some clear readings of the Dream Scourge. I've tracked its origin to the center of the living lands, somewhere deep in the untouched wilderness. You've heard of it? Fascinating. Maybe someone knows about this garden of yours. If we find the garden, we can cut off the Dream Scourge at its source. I hesitate to bring it up, but you were muttering while you were out. Had quite a lot to say. Whatever you were communing with, it had a spiritual energy I've encountered before, though only in traces. It must be connected to the Dream Scourge. Perhaps they share a similar origin. Yes, Sapadal. Who are they? What are they to you? I'm sorry? Sapadal is a god? But that's impossible. How could we have missed this? You never heard them before? Not even in your childhood? only when you arrived on these shores? A trapped god. Trapped. And you spoke to them through the Adra. Maybe that tells us something. Not the Adra itself, but how it comes together. We've long theorized that all Adra is connected, but that changed when Animancers came to the Living Lands. The Adra here is severed from the rest of Eora, connected only to itself, or so we believe. If Sapadal speaks and works through Adra, then the Living Lands is their prison, their tomb. Now that is a tall order. We know the Dream Scourge is coming from this garden of yours. Maybe Sapadal can help us fight it. A little divine intervention couldn't hurt. The real question is, where do I start? Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe someone's heard of it before. We'll find the source of the Dream Scourge in the garden, but we have to find the garden first.
Then that's where we start.
Let's return to Fior Messivernal. Banished or not, maybe I can squeeze a few answers out of my colleagues. Gods, I don't know. The farms, the community, my research, they all depend on animancy. But the Dream Scourge is the end of animancy, the end of the Living Lands as we know it. We should leave this place and its memories. There's nothing more for us here.
Finding a secret entrance and discovering a new god. Not bad for a day's work.
Wait. We smell the musk of war. We hear the clash of steel. We thought... did we imagine this?
I lost you for a second there. Something the matter? Oh no. Let's go. You take the lead.
Come on, there's a way up those stairs.
Lead the way. Charge it up. Just a little spark. Charge it up. There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many revelations at a time. What we discover... Oh my god. No!
Andra's depths. This was no accident.
What happened? Who did this? The city's under attack. Come, there isn't a moment to waste. I just hope Quilici is all right.
Something's burning. Doesn't look like the city, but let's make sure no one's hurt.
I can't believe this. All things considered, Fiume Siverno looks undamaged. Surprising when you consider the state of our defenses. Whoever started this fight didn't come prepared to finish it. I will be happy to oblige them. Someone made a dangerous enemy today.
We'll fight them with you, Gianna.
They say that enmity
bind
of
us.
the gods. Did they? Listen to me. The gods love you. Whoever did this, they are cowards and swine.
I hope everyone is all right. My people settled these lands in the name of freedom. It took 50 years, but our oppressors caught up to us. I hate living in interesting times.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Again and again they strike.
There's the city. Thank goodness. It's good to see home again, if only for a moment. Soon the Rangers will strengthen their defenses. They'll hunt down anyone behind the attack. I almost pity them.
Me too.
How many thorns must we claw out?
Those bodies are wearing steel corrode armor. Is this what Alfir was planning?
Envoy, I owe you my gratitude, and perhaps an apology. They tell me you're the reason our city is standing. You took care of the steel garrote before they could cause any serious damage. We're keeping the sentries on high alert, but there's been no sign of a second wave yet.
No doubt your Inquisitor is aware of what happened here. You've made a powerful enemy.
At least now, you can prepare for the consequences. As for us, we're still standing, but our enemies have little patience for failure.
We agree on one thing. The Steel Garrote have declared war on the Living Lands.
That sort of thinking is precisely why my father fled the Valian republics.
What happened here is no coincidence. Their forces already have an unshakable grip on Paradis. Today marks a notable victory, but we've only bought ourselves time, not salvation. Tell us, what of your research into the Dream Scourge? Assuming our governor wants to hear it.
I may have spoken in haste before.
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our farms, it was too awful to acknowledge.
Are you being serious right now?
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch, and I wasn't strong enough to bear it. Not for me, perhaps. You must understand. My mother is the Dream Scourge. I hoped against reason that she might recover, but her mind grew as blighted as her lands. To face reality would mean upending my city, throwing order into chaos, and admitting she was truly gone. I'm so sorry, Giata.
Don't waste your apologies on me. This changes nothing between us.
I don't expect your forgiveness, but I will do everything in my power to make this right. Whatever you have to say, I'm ready to hear it.
You want me to do the talking? Very well. The evidence is clear. The Living Lands is on the edge of an ecological disaster, both physically and spiritually. We may know the origin of the Dream Scourge. By following it back to the source, perhaps we can reverse the damage. Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more about its nature, we are powerless to stop it.
But this is madness. When I said I was ready for the truth, I didn't mean... Koichi, tell her, it's madness.
Envoy, is it true?
You have no idea what this thing is. But now you're helping it?
She may be compelled by her godlike nature. It would be wise not to question such things. First the Dream Scourge, then the Steel Garrote, and now... what does this god of yours want us to do? Pray?
This is no time for a theological discussion. Our survival hangs on a knife's edge. We can't remain in Emerald Stair.
But we can return someday. Rebuild your father's legacy. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only settlement that can take us all.
No. I say we go to Paradise.
What has gotten into you?
As long as we are Animancers, the Adherents will pursue us to the ends of the earth. Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight, let them believe we're beaten, and bide our time.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice animancy freely. We can't gamble with our existence. The political climate of the Living Lands is too dangerous. We'll be proud to lend our strength to theirs, as Animancers and as fellow expatriates.
I have my misgivings, but you helped my father leave the Republics. I trust you to help us again. What of you, Envoy? Where does the hunt for the Dream Scourge take you next?
Oh, I do.
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting swept up in all of this.
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita, and I will appear. If you're looking for the garden, I can probably lead the way. You're already aware that I'm the foremost Akitan scholar in the Living Lands, and...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia uses their proper name.
Ah, right. Layman's terms. Thank you, darling. Well, to make a long story short, I think I can lead you to the garden. 30 years of research, and I think the answer lies in a ruin called Nakukubel, which is in Shatterscarp, so we've got to get there now. Though the city was saved, my research wasn't, which means the Steel Garrote knows just as much as we do. Wait. If they know as much as we do, they know to go to Shatterscarp too. Oh no. I've got to warn Temerity. Meet me in Thirdborn, all right? You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp, if you can call it that. I'll finish getting ready here and just meet you there.
Ugh, what a whirlwind. God, I love that tiny woman. I would be surprised if your journey were that uncomplicated, but... stranger things have happened.
For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend and a bad influence. Right now, we could use both.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp. It's guarded by some of our best rangers. I'll make sure they grant you safe passage. May the gods protect you, Envoy.
Exploring the Living Lands with a friend. What more could I ask for?
Back to Shatterscarp, then.
Welcome back. Care to take a look around?
Come closer, envoy. I'd like a moment of your time, if you please. From one adherent to another. I'm sure you can spare a moment for Inquisitor Ludwig. You interfered in our plans. Take it from me, Inquisitor Ludwig isn't at all pleased. In that case, maybe it's not too late to make amends.
You lost the fight for Emerald Stair, and now you ask for peace? Don't make me laugh.
Hear me out. That's all I ask. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head, and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our soldiers were poised to attack Fior Messiverno. If you had been made aware, you would not have interfered. You might not want to admit it, but Fior Messiverno is a settlement in decline. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. What exactly do you think you saved?
My home, which you have no right to condemn.
You've done nothing but condemn it. Shouting matches with the governor, open defiance.
I fight for my home because I cherish it, you shit-eating worm. Because I want us to survive.
Then I hope you enjoy the consequences of your actions. Fior Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them. Do you care about the stability of the island? Then judge it harshly. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes. And while he frets in the throne room, his puppy dog soldiers will chase their own tails. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you, but don't get in our way a second time. It won't end well. Feel free to prove us wrong. The Steel Garrote love a challenge. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
You don't have to answer that.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. Decent men die every day. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerty. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances. Nor should you, if you insist on interfering with our work. Be seeing you, envoy. Sooner or later.
You've seen what happens when the Steel Garrote mess with Emerald Stair. I suggest you remember it.
Trust me, we will. Good luck with her, envoy. You're going to need it.
I didn't think it was possible to hate someone this much.
I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention why the Steel Garrote attacked my fucking home. Then we had better prepare to fight back. We were lucky this time. My people will be on high alert, but that doesn't mean we're safe. The Steel Garrote are hunting anyone who doesn't conform to their vision of the living lands. Our freedom is on the line.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn? Then she better come prepared. Thirdborners are a rugged bunch, and they don't give ground. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed. Their bodies and minds twisted, corrupted, some confused and disoriented like Belena, others violent like Adelaro.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This dream scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Right, the garden. Sure.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the dream scourge. Yardsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yardsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything? What? No. They must have confused me with clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then? Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yardsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the dream scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
Anything. Right. Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. I wanted to say, for all of its imperfections, Fior Messiverno deserves a second chance. Thanks to you, it has one. I won't forget it. No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. Just to be safe, we should remain vigilant. Sleep in shifts. Look after each other. Rest while you can. Our enemies are organized, but so are we.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.
smell death here.
Listen to me, look here. Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me clearly? If they don't stop crying, I'll give them something to cry about.
That last pipe gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
Too many. Not even
Envoy,
counting the ones we had
I have
to
something
put
to
down
ask of
because
you.
they turned into dreams.
A good man is dead out there in the sands. The dream thralls ambushed us, and Helshin, he held them off so we could escape. There was a sword he had that was precious to him, and he would have wanted that sword to continue the fight for Adir. It's of good quality. Might be of use to you. The ambush happened out in the ancient lake bed, at the bottom of the rounded cliff. Thank you again, Envoy.
Another Adiran, Kutabao.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
It was a bloodbath. Dream thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran dream thralls.
Unfortunately, yes. As far as we've been able to determine by our scouts.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe. No, we cannot. No matter how many we lose.
At least one of you has the backbone of a Rawatayan. Maybe you'll do all right out here.
We've been through a lot already. This isn't our first terrifying ordeal.
Look, Envoy. Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right?
Good luck, Envoy. Gods protect you.
I don't recognize Rutaska, but I know Thirdborn, and it used to be made of sterner stuff.
Gods, I hate. We have enough supplies, but not enough kith.
This isn't a place to just stand around.
There's no
Gods, the stench.
Never should have come here.
We have everything we need in Adir. What are we doing here?
Ah, welcome to the shit, Envoy. Sorry for the mess, but at least they're not coming out of the fucking rock like they did in the mines. Oh, dream thrall spiders.
Nothing is spared this plague. Neither the land, nor the creatures who inhabit it.
Aye, a living nightmare. They swarmed just like that. These dream scourge people don't eat their kill. What kind of feet have you got? We're talking about a whole mine filled with them.
Follow the path down. You'll see the elevator. It's broken now, but the mines are just on the cliff above.
I used to hear stories about cave-ins up there. Watch your step.
If you hit the Leviathan's skull when you're up there, you've gone too far. You'll know it when you see it. Aye. Gods be with you, envoy.
Clearing out dream-scourged spiders. Sounds like honest work to me.
Darren! Please. We need...
Our parents,
We were out finding food, but when we came back, they'd changed.
They attacked us, tried to rip us apart.
Did you say your parents changed? Oh no.
We locked them inside the house, but we don't know what to do.
No, you can't kill them!
Tamamu, the Adiran is right. They're in our home by the cliff face.
No. Mother. Father.
Please. Try to make it fast. And let us know when it's over. We'll need to do the last ride.
Eyes sharp. Dream thralls ahead.
A branch.
This is mine.
Stragglers from Eagle's Reach. They weren't ready for this.
Who's next? Anyone?
Hard to believe it's been 6 years since I saw this place.
Stranded between the Adiran army and a desert of dream thralls. How long till they fix this godforsaken platform?
It will be better for all of us if we fix the lift.
Get them to fix the damned lift, won't you?
I knew the Steel Garrote were up to no good.
Catch my breath.
We make a good squad.
This village has felt the touch of death, or something worse than death.
Water's precious here, but I don't think that's why they locked it.
garden.
Some of them are still wearing third-born homespun or Adirian armor.
How long must the living land... That doesn't bode well. We should find the key in the laboratory.
We've got company! What's the play?
On your right!
I need
Over here!
Erase it!
That's it! Back in the fight! Lift leg!
It burns! It burns!
That was a close one.
Okay. I don't want anyone complaining about my team doing this ever again. Right. worst things to find at the bottom of the well.
Okay, we're definitely in a ghost story.
Is that all you got?
Couldn't have done it better.
Right.
Patience, I'm almost there.
That's one for us. Now!
Awful. These things shouldn't be caged. They should be laid to rest.
The flowers have names I do not know. Names.
This is the garden. There is only the greenery. Oh. So it has always been.
Have names I do not know. Name.
I cannot hold on. The soil is my body, and the roots are me. And myself.
We made an oath.
We can do nothing for them.
We're damned.
See you in your next life. Until then, rest well.
Who are you? What do you want from us?
I heard the screaming. You killed them all, didn't you? My brother.
Good. Someone had to. They needed to be put out of their misery.
What's wrong with you? You cold-hearted monster. Your husband's dead too.
And now the executioner comes for us as well. I see you, Reaper. I know what you are.
Excuse the dramatics. The two of them have become irrational during the time we spent in this cave.
Will you do the same for us? Are you our death come to greet us before the end?
The dream thralls here were once our colleagues. When they began to turn, we all agreed they would be contained. This way, they'd at least be able to contribute to our research, even if it was only as subjects.
Adir wanted us to see if the crystal spiders could be a source of profit for the Empire. So many dead for greed's sake.
That is quite some overheated rhetoric. They just wanted to know if the crystal spiders could be useful to the Empire.
Useful? The Empire wanted to see how much of this new land could be extracted and sold. The local Adirans warned us when we got here. Said this was doomed from the start. Did we listen?
Once again, you're being dramatic. There is no point in researching spiders in a new world if all of your countrymen keep dropping dead.
You said it was so we could save them. Save my brother and your husband.
Those were never mutually exclusive. I always hoped that we'd find some way to save Halfor. I blame the fire. It threw everything into total disarray.
A fire burned down our settlement. We were the only ones to escape.
One of the raging dream thralls knocked over a lantern. It spread quickly.
It was suicide. It's what I'd have done to escape this wretched world. I envy Halfor. Die. The question is whether it's at the hands of the Steel Garrote, or here, in a state of deprivation.
She's not wrong. The Steel Garrote will think we're infected. Or worse, they'll decide we're traitors for keeping the Dream Thralls alive. Envoy, we need you to secure our safety. Tell Wingard that the Dream Thralls are dead.
No, just bring us provisions, food, water. Just enough for us to survive down here until the Steel Garrote's attention is pointed elsewhere. It's the least you can do. What? What are you talking about? Are you mad? We can't leave the cave. If we do, the Steel Garrote will find us and kill us.
Perhaps the Envoy is right. Wimgar has been leaving us supplies, after all. He's sympathetic. You think he'd be willing to stick his neck out for us?
No guarantee of that. Better we die here. Better we do it on our own terms.
Oh, shut up and help me pack.
Quiet as a soul. Feels wrong killing them. But what choice do we have?
We've got to put a stop to this thing, Envoy.
Bravo!
here. Aim where?
Need a minute. Blend into the leaves.
Still recovering. Hold on.
Give me a second.
Hold on, boy. We see. Behind you!
Come on.
Hold on. Still recovering.
Faster, I say.
Just like the good old days.
I was told we weren't gonna see anyone else up here. Why are you here?
Hey! Stay back! This is our rock. You want a vantage point? Find something else. You might not, but I don't know if you have the Helak hasn't steered us wrong before. He said we'll be safe as long as we're here. So we're staying until the plague ends, or until Helak tells us to leave. You think? But you don't know, do you? Go away. For all I know, you're a new type of dream thrall come to lure us down. I wish Helak was here. That's because he's a goddamn hero. He's the one who's been keeping us safe. Helak said to wait here until he gets back. He went off to look at that rock formation near the burned settlement. Helak said there could be an even more defensible position, but he hasn't returned. Helak's never lied to us. He said he'll come back, so I trust that he will. And we're gonna stay here until he does. What? What? He's dead? I don't believe you. Wait. That's his handwriting. Damn it! We need to go. I'm not sure where yet, but somewhere. We're gonna have to carry all this equipment down, but you can help yourself to whatever's in the chest.
I was told we weren't gonna see anyone else up here. Why are you here?
Fear in the eyes! We've got
Need a minute.
Stripes!
Hey! Over here!
Swarm! Devour in the butt!
That's done? Who's hungry?
It's in the garden.
You don't!
Another soul with the wheel. Couldn't have done it better.
New leaves in the oasis. Why did you cut them down?
Let's finish this.
Hold on. Everyone okay?
hope Thirdborn is a good community for my people. They've been through... through a lot.
Thirdborn's a rough. Rough town. But it's not. Not all bad, assuming they're willing to pull their weight.
Are they dead? It had to be done.
The grief you're feeling now, it doesn't go away, but you learn to live with it. Eventually, you befriend it. Trust me.
Let's go, Nameho. We need to be with them now.
They'll be all right. Eventually.